Living on Alabama's Gulf Coast, back at it again today with another local business spotlight. Today we're in Daphne and we're going to be covering Hot Wheels Skating Center. We're going to sit down with Terry Eady, the owner and the ultimate community ambassador. You're not going to want to miss this one. Let's get it started.
All right, we're here with Hot Wheels owner, Terry Eady. Terry's gonna tell us a little bit about Hot Wheels. Terry, all you, buddy.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys coming out. Hot Wheels Skate Center here in Daphne was built in 1980. We bought it in 08, me and my wife and my family. We've been blessed to be able to be a part of Baldwin County, not only Daphne, but the Baldwin County area. We kind of try to cater to everybody. We offer roller skating, we offer private parties, birthday parties, after school care, summer camp, holiday camps. We even have ballroom dancing a couple times a month. So we just love roller skating. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. So can I ask, how did you get into Hot Wheels?
So I started skating when I was probably 6, 7 years old. I actually met my wife at a roller skating rink, and so at Pensacola. And so I grew up speed skating, playing hockey. And I knew I always had a dream to want to open up one of my own.
You mentioned that you have a summer camp and an after-school care. Can you tell us about how that's beneficial to the parents and the students here in the community?
Yeah, we offer after-school care. We pick up at 8 different schools. We pick up at Daphne East, Daphne Elementary, W.J. Carroll, Bell Forest, Fairhope East, Fairhope West, Spanish Fort, and Rockwell. We go till 6 each day. We do 30 minutes of homework time. We've got skating, inflatables, PS3s, PS4s, Xboxes, Wii's, air hockey, pool table, ping pong, ton for them to do. So a little different than what other places offer because we've got a big building that's sitting empty. So that's kind of why we've started this stuff. We also offer holiday camps for Thanksgiving break, Christmas break, spring break, and our summer. So we see there was a need in the area, and we tried to meet it as much as possible because there's a ton of kids coming here and moving to Baldwin County, and we knew there was a need for it, so we tried to help people with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What an innovative idea. Terry has an after-school care that not only can the kids come have fun, but they can also play and let off a little steam as well.
Yep. Yeah, we try to make it fun, that's for sure.
That's awesome. Tell us how you ended up in the skating business and what it takes to make it successful.
Well, the biggest thing, I grew up speed skating, playing hockey, and I always had a dream to own my own skate rink. And I started right out of high school. I went and started working for a cell phone company and kind of worked my way up in that company and ended up buying it. And then we sold it years later. It was an agency, and then I went and worked for one of my good friends, and when we did that, we bought our first skate rink in Milton, Florida. We had that for a few years, and then we went and did one in Mobile. And then at that time, we had a few skate rinks, 2 skate rinks, and then a couple cell phone stores. And we moved to Baldwin County, Daphne area, and we loved it here so much, we ended up buying this one, and then kind of got rid of everything else and kind of bought all into Daphne and trying to make this the best multi-purpose facility outside of just not only skating, but birthday parties and private parties and after school care and indoor futsal soccer and ballroom dancing. So we wanted to be all in on this and try to offer a variety of different things to get to it. So it was mainly a dream that I had when I was young, because I speed skated and played hockey my whole life. And that was just something that I wanted to do. When I was younger, I wanted 4 of them, and then I realized what a time management person I had to be doing this, because you can't be 4 places. There's only one you. And I just wanted to be all in on me instead of relying on other people to help me meet my dream, because nobody saw the vision like I saw it. So that was kind of how we ended up here and how we did what we've done here. We had this for a few years before we started all of our camps. And really what started all of our camps is some of our friends here in Daphne had kids at other camps, and they were saying, we wish you would do something, and we kept talking about it, and then we kind of jumped in feet first, and we got a great director. Coach Valdez has been with us we just finished our 13th summer camp. We've starting our 13th after school care. So we've been doing it a little while. She's been with us the whole time. She's a teacher here in Baldwin County. She does a great job for us. We've been blessed with a lot of good kids through the years come through or working for us that went on to become teachers. And so it's just, to do what we do, you gotta love kids. And you gotta love dealing with kids. And if you don't love kids, skating and kids are not what you should be doing. So that's kind of how we ended up here, and we love it here. I don't plan on getting out of here anytime soon, unless y'all just want to get rid of me one way or the other. But no, I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm gonna be here as long as the good Lord's willing.
That's awesome. Hey, it's all about understanding your wants and needs, and Terry is a master of understanding what the community needs and what they want for the youth.
We try, that's for sure.
You mentioned some about your awesome employees here. Tell us a little about the culture you've instilled at Hot Wheels and that you desire your employees to have.
Yeah, we try to do, what we try to do here is I've got two really good managers. I got a camp manager and then I've got a rink manager. Stacy's my rink manager. She's been here 7 years. She came from Chick-fil-A. She was at Chick-fil-A for 15, 16 years. She runs the rink side. I got a camp person, Coach Valdez runs the camp side, and we kind of try to keep two staffs different. And both those managers, along with myself and my wife, kind of install, we want kids to have their own personality and we want them to be who they are, but we want them, and a lot of these kids, it's their first job. So we want them to show their personality, but also we kind of try to guide them in the way of how we want to do business and how we want people to be treated. And I always tell these kids who work for me, look, treat people like you would want to be treated if you came here as a customer. So if you're a customer here, we want you, we try to install in them is treat these kids and these adults like you would want to be treated if you were a guest here as well. So that's the biggest thing is we try to preach to them, like, just be humble and be kind and be thoughtful and be caring and be courteous to people. And those good things, if you're doing those good things, most of the time, people are going to be really good back to you. And that's just, for the most part, you can't make everybody happy, but we try to do it. And kids are, this their first job. Sometimes I tell parents that come sometimes that call and I'm like, listen, you got to pack patience. We got a lot of new kids working for us, and it's our job to try to train them and show them the way. But it's their kids. They're learning just like we learn. I mean, if you ain't learning something new every day, you ain't learning.
That's awesome, Terry. Terry is instilling a good work ethic and teaching these kids customer service skills while having a good time as well.
Yes, sir. We try to pay them. I tell them all the time, you're getting paid to have fun.
That's awesome.
And it's to me, I love having fun and I want to have fun. And when I was a kid, I started working at a skate rink when I was 11 years old. So it's just a fun job. And we've been fortunate for the most part, already 15 years we've been here, to have a really good crew for the majority of those 15 years. We've always been blessed with some good kids, and we got great managers, and so we're very fortunate to have who we have here.
That's awesome. As that old cliche stands, love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life.
Very true, very true.
You mentioned you own multiple skating rinks at one time and that you condensed everything down to one skating rink here in Daphne. Tell us, what's the draw to Daphne and the Eastern Shore?
My big thing for me is I love the community, and that's kind of one thing I love about here. You got a lot of great people who live here. You got a lot of great schools, and that's kind of what drew us here. We when our kids were young, we had the multiple skate rinks in different cities, and we moved here to be in between the two of them. We fell in love with the area and the people. I mean, it's typically you're not going to meet a lot of bad people in Baldwin County. I mean, most of the people here love where they live. Like the old saying is, we live where people vacation, and so it's a great area, great schools, and that's really what our draw was. It was a lot of good schools. And a lot of good people that we always kept interacting with, and that's kind of why we just put our roots down to stay here permanently.
That's awesome. Now you know why we put our heart and soul in this area. But Terry, also tell us, what do you do to give back to the community a little bit?
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything. We print lunch menus for probably about 14 or 15 different schools, elementary schools throughout the county. We have a couple different churches that we work with. We loan our buses to for their big nights and different field trip type trips that they do. For me, it's all about community. I love being involved with our community. I love, the library. We do a couple reading programs a year with them. We do a variety of different things, and the biggest thing is if you love where you live, invest in your community and try to give back as much as you can. We try to do everything we can to help sponsor teams and give back to youth organizations and churches and the biggest thing is if you buy into your community, and they'll typically support you more and try to patronize your place as much as possible.
That's awesome. And I can contest, Terry is one of the major contributors to our area and I love what he and his family and how they give back to the community.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. We try to. That's the biggest thing is just trying to do a little bit here and there, and hopefully it'll help in each aspect of that.
Terry, there's a lot of people out there working hard and want to be entrepreneurs. Can you give them a little advice and tell them what it takes to be successful, not just in a skating rink, but any business?
Yeah, some of our biggest stuff that we've gotten from, you know, you got to learn. You got to have an open mind. But I tell you, Walt Disney had some incredible books of that were very influential to me and my wife on how we do our business. And that's where we learned a lot of our stuff from. I learned a lot from other businesses. You just got to get involved in the community, asking people questions. Even though a Chick-fil-A or a Champy's or you know, different businesses, that you can learn something from that business and try to basically take what they're doing well and try to implement it into your business. But the most learning I've ever done is visiting other businesses, but really the Walt Disney books have been incredible for us in learning how they do. And because Disney's been one of the better companies around for a long time, and everybody wants to visit Disney, even though it's a lot more expensive than it used to be. But it's still a company that a lot of people have tried to mimic, or not necessarily copy, but mimic how they do it. And we've got a couple former employees that are managers there now, and we've been very fortunate to see them and learn from them even now, even though that they're, you know, younger than us. But it's just keeping an open mind and learning. But those books have been great, and they sell them on, I guess, on their website. I think we bought a few of them when we were at Disney, but they're great.
That's awesome. Hope you're all listening, because I'm telling you, no one does it better than Terry and Jennifer Eady and their team Eady.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Terry, thanks for having us.
I appreciate y'all coming out.
You bet.
Hey, if you need something from these guys, want to buy something, there's your real estate guys, Chad and Tim. They're the best.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
What a great interview. You can really tell the love and passion that Terry has for Hot Wheels and the community. As we said earlier, he is a true community ambassador and a great family man. We're blessed to call him a friend. For more detailed information about Hot Wheels and their hours of operation, or if you want to book a private party, go to hotwheelsdaphne.com or go to their page on Facebook. And hey, don't forget about their after school program. It's a great value, only $10 a day and $50 for the week. This is a top tier attraction in Daphne and the Eastern Shore. Come skate, have a great time, and as always, support local. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.